Classic shrimp scampi is so delicious. Shrimp swimming around in a pool of buttery, garlicky goodness. But if you're dairy-free, that buttery, garlicky goodness is really not so good. But I'm going to show you how to make shrimp scampi dairy-free and delicious. And I'm going to guess that the rest of your family that might not be dairy-free isn't even going to know the difference. So I've got all my ingredients, mise en place. I have a couple things I have to do. We have to start with our beautiful, wonderful, our Argentinian pink shrimp from Trader Joe's. Now, normally we get shrimp with the shells on and I have to peel and devein, which is kind of a pain, but not a big deal. But this shrimp comes peeled and deveined, so I'm so excited about that. And what's really amazing about the Argentinian pink shrimp is it has a buttery flavor, almost like lobster. And in a dish where we don't have real butter, we need as much butter flavor as we can get. So I'm just going to add a little salt and pepper. A lot of scampi recipes don't say to salt and pepper your shrimp ahead of time, but I always do. It just makes them a little more tasty. Okay, I'm going to put those guys aside. And so we have our garlic and our parsley, which we're going to chop here shortly. And the other ingredients, not a lot of ingredients. This is a simple dish, simple weeknight dish that you can put together 15, 20 minutes. Got red pepper flakes, lemon, tarragon, which I'm going to put just a smidgen of dried tarragon, even though Rich does not really like the tarragon in it. Right, Rich?
Right.
Yeah, but it's going to be less. So he'll never know it's there. Butter. No, not really butter. It is Earth Balance Buttery Spread, my go-to buttery butter. It has a really nice buttery flavor. I don't know what you use for your butter substitute, but try Earth Balance. It's really good. And that's it. That's all the ingredients. So let's get started on the garlic. Now I have, as you can see, a lot of garlic. I love garlic. The recipe calls for about 3 or 4 cloves. I got some small cloves here, so I added a few bigger ones, and so I'm just going to mince it. You want to get a pretty good mince because you really don't want a big piece of garlic as you're eating your delicious shrimp scampi. You can use more garlic, you can use less garlic. I seem to always use more garlic than the recipe calls for, and I think that's perfectly fine. So I'm going to chop this up in a fine mince here. Okay, garlic is finely minced. It's going in the bowl. Mise en place, with everything in its place, everything prepped, is really, really important, especially for a weeknight dinner, because you don't have a lot of time and you want to be as organized as you possibly can be. And so I don't start cooking until all my ingredients are gathered and they're chopped and measured, whatever has to be done to them, it's all together, and I have everything organized in my little prep bowls. Oh, that's the rice. Hold on. You're probably saying to yourself, I've always had shrimp scampi with pasta. And you know, rice is something you can serve with shrimp scampi. And I choose the rice because I can eat more shrimp. And there might be garlic bread involved too, so I can eat more of that. So to me, the rice is a little bit lighter than the heavy pasta. So we are having shrimp scampi and rice. Okay, I'm chopping up. I want to get the parsley pretty finely chopped. Don't want a lot of big pieces. And again, this is, with every recipe, it's kind of, you can make whatever changes suit your taste better. You might like a lot of parsley, you might like a little bit less parsley. So I think I have a little bit more than I'm going to need, but we'll find out. And no, I think that's good. I kind of like that amount right there. So like I said, you can choose your own level of parsleyness. Oh, I made a new word, parsleyness. Oh, I forgot 2 very important ingredients to mention though. So one would be the wine. We're going to use a ½ cup of white wine. Really wonderful to make dishes that call for wine because, you only use ½ cup. There's a whole bit of the bottle left. So, yeah, wine with dinner. That's what we're having. And then the other, if you've watched any of my videos before, you know my secret ingredient, fish sauce. We need as much flavor or depth of flavor as we can get. We're not using real butter, which brings so much depth to this dish that we need all the help we can get, like I said. And so we're going to put a couple drops of fish sauce in, hoping to give us a little bit more umami. Well, I've got everything prepped. We're good to go. So we're going to jump on over to the stove and get this thing cooking. We're at the stove top. We're ready to go. I've got some olive oil, which I didn't mention that earlier. We're going to put about a couple tablespoons or so of olive oil in here. The reason we use the olive oil in addition to the butter is so that the butter doesn't burn or brown. If you put just butter in and tried to cook this, you'd have a bit of a mess. It wouldn't be good. And I have to admit that I forgot another ingredient when we were over there. And you know, it happens. But the most important thing is that the ingredient is actually going to go in the pan, and that is shallot. Many shrimp scampi recipes don't call for shallot, but I like that little bit of flavor, and I think it's really going to add to the dish. Okay, the butter is good to go, and in goes the garlic and the shallot. Okay, and I'm going to stir that around a little bit. I like to season at every step, so I'm going to grab a little bit of salt here and put it in the pan. And so this is going to cook. I'm at about medium high temperature. It's going to cook until fragrant. You do not want to burn your garlic, because that's not going to bring a lot of flavor to the dish. It's probably going to be offensive. So be careful with your garlic. We're going to let this cook a little. Okay, I'm going to stir a little because I'm impatient. It's okay. You can stir. Ooh, do you hear the sizzle? Ooh, the smell. Yummy. I can't wait. This is going to be so good. Once we're past this stage, everything's going to go really fast, and we're going to be done before you know it. I'll take a sip of wine. That'll give me something to do. Okay, so I am going to put my wine in now. Oh, did you hear that sizzle? I'm going to get a little bit of lemon in here. I'm probably going to put some on at the end as well. A little lemon now, lemon later. In goes the red pepper flakes. Oh my goodness, I couldn't think. In the tarragon. Okay, Rich, just a little. See, it's just a pinch. And this is an unusual ingredient for shrimp scampi too, but I kind of like it. And now the tiny little bit of fish sauce. Okay, this is going to cook. You're going to want to cook it about 3 minutes or so, because the goal here is to cook down the wine. You don't want your shrimp scampi tasting like a glass of wine. It's going to leave some flavor, but it's not going to have any alcohol. So about 2 or 3 minutes. The wine has cooked down. It's time to get the shrimp into the butteriness. I've got a smell though. Ooh, this is kind of cool. Garlic, I can smell the tarragon. It's very, very slight, Rich, it really is. This is going to be amazing. Okay, the shrimp going in the pan. The goal here with the shrimp is to cook it just enough till it's cooked. You don't want to overcook the shrimp. You don't want it to be all curled up and kind of resembling the texture of a tire. That wouldn't be good. Okay. This pan is big enough for all the shrimp to participate together and cook nicely. Okay. Now this is a process I don't have to be very patient with, because shrimp cooks so quickly. Oh, look at all that butter. All that butter, buttery spread. And wine and tarragon and garlic. This is going to be so delicious. Served over wonderfully light rice with a small side of garlic bread. I can't wait. So now they look like they have cooked enough, so I'm making the executive decision that I'm turning them over. And they are cooking exactly as I hoped that they would. Starting to curl up a little bit, just like normally do, but not like crazy. Okay. It will not take long from here. Once I get these flipped, I'm going to get the parsley in. Okay. So now I'm going to hit it with some parsley. Let's see, how much parsley do I want? Okay, just a little bit. I'm going to leave some for garnish here. And I'm going to hit it with a little bit more lemon. Okay, determining when your shrimp is done. The shrimp aren't dumb. No, when they're done it's sometimes a little difficult. It's kind of that judgment call. When they start to curl up, they're more opaque, and they're pinker. Now, these are pink shrimp we started with. They didn't really change too much in color, so it's a little bit more difficult to make that determination. But I am calling these done, and the heat is going off. Okay, so now we're gonna get these out of the pan, get with the rice. They're gonna get together in a bowl and pair up with the garlic bread, and then we're gonna eat. I'm so excited. Okay, we are so close to eating this deliciousness now. So I am gonna take some rice, get that down. I'm gonna go a little light on the rice, like I said, because I wanna eat more of the shrimp and of course the delicious garlic bread. We put that over here. Okay, who wants to come to the party? I'm gonna get quite a few of these because, you know, I went light. Whoop, nope, you gotta stay on the rice. Light on the rice so I could have many more of these. Okay, there we go. And then here is my slice of garlic bread made with our French baguette flour blend, available on the website at gfexplorers.com. Where's my fork? Oh, I forgot a very, very important step. I need tons of sauce. Oh my goodness. Yes, this is the goodness here. Oh, this is going to be so delicious. It smells amazing. The garlic, so much garlic. One more scoop. Oh, yeah, that is just wonderful. Okay, I'm going to go in. Got my fork. I'm ready. Okay, this is going to be delicious. Oh, that is a garlic buttery flavor bomb in my mouth. Oh my God, that's so good. Okay. I think I must say, I think I nailed the whole butter thing. This taste, now it's been a long time since I've had real butter in shrimp scampi, but if I were dreaming of what buttery shrimp scampi would taste like, it would be this right here. I gotta take another bite. Rich, while I sit here and devour, you wanna talk about the wine?
Sure. Well, we were using a Ferrari Carano Sauvignon Blanc from California, and it's a Fumé Blanc, which means it's spent some time on French oak.
Fumé Blanc, that sounds a little
sounds
like you're telling
sexy.
someone, yeah, well, or Fumé Blanc, you know, whatever. So, sorry.
And so I thought this would be an amazing pairing, just to give the wine a little depth of flavor. It's nicely crisp and acidic to kind of cut through that heavy butter.
Wow. You wouldn't think this was dairy-free, and that was the goal. That's always the goal, at least for me. So I'm going to drink my Fumé Blanc. Oh, that pairs so well. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. The full recipe is in the description below. Try this, again, quick, easy, 20 minutes or so, 30 max, weekday night, great meal. Your family's going to love it. And in the recipe, I give guidelines or instructions if you want to do this with pasta and not rice. It's really just make the pasta, take some of the pasta water and put it in the shrimp scampi as you're cooking. That's how easy it is. So try that, try the rice, try it all. Don't forget to, if you like this, subscribe, enable notifications, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, visit our website, all those things. And until next time, happy eating.